Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Nasdaq Spotlight. I'm your host, Craig Bill, member of Nasdaq's Global Link of Black Employees Network and Marketing Co-Lead. Today, we welcome Melinda Moyo Turner, former co-chair of Blacks at Microsoft. Melinda, thank you so much for joining us in honor of Black History Month.
Craig, thanks for having me again. I'm happy to be back with the Globe and Nasdaq team to certainly celebrate Black History Month again this year.
Can you please share with us what Blacks at Microsoft is and how you became involved?
Absolutely. Well, Blacks at Microsoft is actually an employee resource group that was established in 1989, really by a small community of Black employees in the Seattle area. And it's now grown to be a global organization that's really purposed with attracting, developing, and advancing Black leaders at Microsoft and leveraging our platform to really advance the Black community at large. And as I continued over the years to be more involved with BAM, I realized that it was, much more than just a community and network of Black professionals, but also a way for me as an individual and as a collective to affect change and advance Microsoft's D&I strategy more broadly. So I assumed leadership roles, at the local level. I had the opportunity to lead the BAM DC area chapter. And most recently, I've served at the worldwide level within the BAM organization as the worldwide chair from 2019 to most recently through 2021.
So how is Microsoft honoring Black History Month, and how does it align with the goals of BAM?
Well, Craig, I think that Microsoft's role during Heritage Months in general has really evolved over the years. I think Microsoft does a better job now of really creating space and leveraging its platform to amplify the voices of the community and provide an opportunity for others to listen, learn, and do, which really aligns with BAM's theme for Black History Month this year, which is every act makes history. And, Craig, as you know, the Black and African American experience is an incredible story of just fortitude and perseverance. So we really wanted to emphasize, that taking specific, intentional, and bold action today is what ensures a future where Black culture and Black communities are respected and can flourish and prosper in this country and abroad. And we really want to just emphasize the fact that both action and inaction matter. And we believe that the specific intentional actions that we're taking today really determine the next chapter of what our own history will be. So throughout the month, you'll see the Blacks at Microsoft BAM org really landing content and programs that are really focused on understanding our past, celebrating our future, and redefining celebrating our present and redefining our future with action now. So, a lot of great programming throughout the month that we're excited about, both internally and externally.
So, Melinda, can you please tell us more about the ways that Blacks at Microsoft support students in STEM education? What is the resulting impact, and why is this important?
Well, Craig, bridging the digital divide and empowering young people with tools to be successful both now and in the future is something that BAM takes great pride in. And we have several programs that focus on driving impact in this space. I'll call out, one of my favorites, which is Minority Student Day. It's something that we've been hosting for more than 30 years at this company. We've been delivering this STEM program that's designed to close the digital divide by exposing students who are from underserved communities to careers in technology, certainly familiarizing them with Microsoft products and technologies, providing these students with opportunities to engage and interact with Microsoft employees. And we've seen many who participated in this program go on to actually come back and have careers at Microsoft or other STEM careers as well. I'll call out another program that I love, which is BAM Academy. This is an example of an education program that our communities in Costa Rica and in the DC area and Texas that's now grown across the country and globally, that was really created to deliver courses and cloud certification to Afro-descendant youth. Another one that I take great pride in is our summer intern experience, which is designed for those who are ready to enter the workforce now. And it provides opportunity and support for an exemplary Black talent pool and empowers incoming interns to build long-term connections, grow their careers, and feel a sense of community that leads to promising growth at Microsoft. And so all of these programs really open opportunities for students to be more competitive and enter the workforce with high paying jobs and careers, which is really the intent, that we have of really, again, improving the socioeconomic status of people in our community.
So, Melinda, how does equitable access to technology break down the digital divide?
Well, I mean, along the same lines, I do think that, technology, specifically access to it and participation in it, can help address some of the socioeconomic disparities that exist between racial and ethnic groups. And, I'm very, very aware, of the digital divide that exists within the Black community specifically, and how really the lack of equitable access to technology can limit opportunities and learning experiences and really greatly affect our employability both now and in the future. So, BAM really deeply supports more investment in digital infrastructure, for example, literacy, education, and improving the discoverability and accessibility of technological resources with the intent of driving equitable outcomes for our communities. So, I do think that people need to be aware that there are actual tangible economic costs to not addressing this issue. When you have an unprepared workforce, it can have real damaging impact on our economic output and production just as a country. So it's not just a Black problem. It's not a Black issue. It's an us problem. And so everyone at an individual and at a corporate level should really be invested in finding ways to create equitable access in this space.
At Nasdaq, we believe in the power of allyship. Can you please share with us how those outside of the Blacks at Microsoft BAM Employee Resource Group can be a valuable ally to the Black community?
Craig, I have mixed emotions about the term ally, just because I think, as human beings, we really should value and respect other human beings, with intentionality, to ensure others are valued. I think there's several ways that you do that. First, it requires empathy. And when we talk about empathy, that's really about putting yourself in someone else's shoes to build understanding of others' lived experience. But I think, when you're exercising empathy with action, it may cost you something. And also, I think, allyship cannot be done alone. Certainly listen, learn, and engage with our community, but also make sure that what you're doing is actually helping our community, right? Some people will be like, hey, I want to be allied to the Black community, and we'll run off and do things that, hey, maybe that ain't it, right? Maybe that's not really what, the Black community feels is helpful to advancing us and driving more equitable treatment. And, lastly, Craig, I think that, true allyship, really intentionally valuing others, you have to invoke courage. And so, I hope that people understand that when we talk about allyship, absolutely, it requires empathy. It really probably will cost you something in the form of time, money, or comfort. It cannot be done alone. You need to actively engage and have conversations with our community to learn, hey, is this what I'm doing actually helping us? And then again, it evokes courage. So I hope that people take those things away when we talk about allyship and what's meaningful for us as a community. I hope that's what people take away from our conversation.
On behalf of NASDAQ, I'd like to thank Melinda Moyo Turner for joining us today. NASDAQ followers, please stay tuned for more coverage during Black History Month, coming to you from NASDAQ channels. Until next time, we're signing off.